At midnight when the album came out, did you secretly hope your ex of 3 years would text you after she listened to it? Think a new dude felt away when like maybe he was just on her laptop?
He in the industry, so you know what I'm saying? He probably...
Oh, he ain't playing that shit in the car. He an industry dude?
Mm-hmm.
He ain't playing your shit.
Say it was like Reason or Jid started dating my ex. I'm never listening to them niggas again. Only niggas who bigger than me or lower than me.
I'm going to talk to your therapist tonight at
we got to
I
talk
don't
to
know if she's really doing her job.
Yeah, they got to change the budget with the therapist. It's not working for both.
No worrying now.
Westside Boogie. First of all, congratulations, man.
Thank you, man.
I have been a fan of yours for years. I played your music on an old pod that we used to do.
You know, when I watch it, be feeling like Rory more support my music more than you.
Really?
Like it feels like
true.
It feel like Rory the fan. And like,
now you know what it is when white boys just like you a little bit. It feels like a lot in comparison to brothers because we supposed to support each other. Yeah,
yeah. Cool. You just like you do that now. Like I mess with.
No, but you know why? Because I've been fucking with your music. I'm just happy to see it now. Everybody else catching up. But it's like
for real.
It's like if I was in a party for a year and then now y'all get there. I'm like, yeah,
it's
man.
been lit here.
Yeah, exactly.
And Boog is like the cool real hip hop card that white people would be like, yo, I fuck with Westside Boogie.
It is that one.
So, yeah, that's probably why I go a little
I hope
harder.
I got you some vagina in the past,
you
man.
Did, bro. I promise you that you didn't.
Damn it.
How you feeling, man? Because I know it's
first
been
returning guest, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, but Boogie, he's not a guest. He's family, man. This is Boog, man.
Yeah, man. Why
Boogie is family,
that?
man. Yeah, don't call him a guest. This is family right here.
But back to how I feel, man. I'm happy I got that them sophomore jitters out. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't lie, like it wasn't scary at times. You know what I'm saying? Especially Drake announcing the same day as me. So.
I ain't gonna lie. That's something that me and Rory looked at. We was in Mexico, and we was like, damn, Boog. And we said at the same time, it was like, fuck.
You were the first person we thought of when we saw
the first person we thought about was you, because like, damn, Boog album come out tomorrow too. Drake just announced the surprise project.
He's been harassed for
years, and I'm like, this is just my luck. It was crazy. I was in the.
Were you upset though?
Nah, let me tell you, I was in 40/40 Club with Justice, my manager Justice in New York. He wanted
that guy.
He wanted me to celebrate my album somewhere else instead of LA because I probably would have stayed at the crib. Yeah. And like it's been looking at comments.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm at the club and then somebody like, did Drake announce the album? So then I'm like watching a Warriors game, yelling over that because I'm finna win some money. Yeah. Then I'm like, nah, this is not real. Then it's like start creeping up on me. Then it's like, because it's human nature. He like one of the biggest artists in the world.
Right.
But then it was like all the homies, everybody around was like, Boog, you good. You know how great you is. You know what I'm saying? So it didn't last that long. And I also knew what type of album it was like an hour before. You know
you did?
Yeah, I got a little wind of it. Kind of like made me feel a little better. Not that it's not a great album. It's just two different worlds. So it made me like feel a little better. Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Did you feel any way, because when did Kendrick come out? A month prior?
Yeah, probably like a month before.
And you were close to done at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And he definitely got in his therapy bag. And that was kind of the theme of yours too.
Mm-hmm.
So now you got Kendrick therapy bag out, Drake in 6 hours, and unfortunately you're in the 40/40 Club.
Yeah, and it felt like the universe was just trying to destroy me. I'm like, what did I do wrong? I've been just, you know what I'm saying? But what I realized, because when I did hear Kendrick album, I was like, dang, it's kind of like the same message talking about like healing as a black man in therapy. But then I got over it quick because I realized the message of gun violence is being used by everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's not like just for one person to talk about it. So I should be happy that Kendrick is putting light on this message so this message could get out more to more people. You know what I'm saying? He being one of the biggest artists in the world, it just helped the message for real. So if I really care about what I'm talking about, then I should be happy that Kendrick delivering that message.
Did that journey start before you started the album or in the middle of making it?
Nah, before. That started before. That started after my breakup, just crying, trying to figure out a way to stop crying.
Okay. And when was this?
What was that? About 3 years ago?
Okay.
No, I was with her 2 years ago. About 2 years ago, I think. I was in Atlanta. I was with this girl for like 3 years. It felt like my first healthy relationship because all my prior relationships was like based off like trauma or like trauma bonding, fighting with each other just so we can make up. So this was the first time I felt like I was in a real relationship. So when we broke up, I was so lost. You know what I'm saying? And anybody who know me, they know my music is based off heartbreak. I'm just like, oh, let me take this heartbreak. I love getting my feelings hurt because I can make a fire project off of it.
Wait. You love getting your feelings hurt?
I wouldn't say I love it because it don't feel good. But yeah, I do be like, every time I just channel it to something else. And that's where my best music comes from. Okay. So it'd be like, when I'm not hurt, it was the point when I wasn't hurt, I didn't know how to make music. And so at this time, getting in therapy after I got my heart broke, I couldn't create because it was like, oh, now I got to hold myself accountable. I can't use the same cheat code of blaming this girl And then I was just stuck like, how am I gonna rap now? Because like this lady trying to heal me through therapy. And so, I spent the first year just avoiding like really growing all the way. And I still do it. I don't think healing look cool. You know what I'm saying? I can't even get a lot of hoes. I keep saying that. It's like hard to get girls when I'm healed all the way. So I'm like fighting that too all the time. You know what I'm saying?
But
that was a funny line in
that was a great line.
He just saying his demon so he gets some pussy.
Yeah.
You feel me?
But do you feel like as black men, we have to find for therapy? I feel like all black men in America, especially, I think we all need some type of therapy.
I think that too.
We've all been through traumatic events, losing friends, family, and then sometimes we've been taught to be strong, man up. You know what I'm saying? You crying like as an artist. You said you write better when you're hurt. Do you think that's something that we should get away from? Like feeling like we have to be hurt to create great art?
100%. That's why I don't like glorifying it, but it was just my truth for a long time. And so I'm still trying to, it's something obviously deep in the psyche of black men. My mama never gave me a space to be like emotional because she felt like I had to go out in the world and be tough. So, I grow up and I think the stigma around like therapy for niggas is just like, this shit is for cuckoos or you soft, like you supposed to just take it to the chin. So there's that I got to get over. And then, just like finding a way to draw from other experience besides hurt, or like trying to force yourself to be in a hurt all the time instead of like trying to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And I think in my previous music, that's what my music was, with just being hurt, but it not being like no type of light at the end of it. And I think with this album, I kind of like showed at least a glimpse of light. Like I'm trying to at least grow a little bit, because like I can't stay in the same cycle and say I'm trying to be an example for my kid or even be an example for people in the world if I'm just like not growing, consciously not growing.
Right.
Especially when I'm aware. And that's the part I hate, like being aware of stuff, because it was easier when I was ignorant to it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's a theme on this podcast.
Yeah.
Self-awareness is the most annoying thing.
It's trash. Like, don't nobody want to fucking...
It makes me more depressed.
Yeah, it's like, I hate it.
How far into therapy did you start feeling creative again?
Maybe like, I say maybe 6 months into it. But even then, it was still ups and downs, because therapy started feeling like a job. And then I was still trying to like push myself to find new sounds on this project. Like 3 of the songs came in the day before I had to turn the project in. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that was like 3 weeks ago. I did LOL, SMH, and then Ratchet Bug, like the day before I turned it in. So yeah, it's still hard. You know what I'm saying? Still trying to like channel new energies and not come from this space of hurt all the time. I'm pretty sure it slowed down my production rate, and I got to figure out a way to fix it. But I'm a human. I'm trying to figure it out.
How far into therapy did you stop lying to your therapist?
I still lie to her sometimes.
I lie to my therapist.
Yeah, it's still stuff I hide from her, because it's like, I don't feel like talking about it today. You know what I'm saying? It's some stuff I've already opened up to her about. So we kind of just been staying on them topics for the past couple of weeks. I'm like cheating right now. I know it's like,
but you're paying for it.
Yeah, it kind of feel like you're not. It kind of feel like you're not paying for it when it's like going through like a label situation.
Okay.
And I never actually handed it, and I'm pretty sure it's coming out of my budget somewhere.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, you paying for that?
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying?
Let me assure you that you paying for that.
Oh, see, let me not make false claims.
Okay, my bad.
LVRN has it handled.
Okay,
shout out to them.
Shout out to LVRN.
Justice.
You've deprived Justice of 3 pairs of cool pants because of your
he don't never just say something out the background. He has to make sure he let me know. Nah, nigga, LVRN did that.
I want to talk about the artwork for the album cover. Who was the creative director for that? Was that your idea?
Nah, I'm not really like stuff like that.
You're creative,
not really,
though.
you know what I'm saying?
You can create anything.
That's why I got. Yeah, I could. You're right. But with this one, I hate taking pictures anyway. I hate like photo shoots. All that shit boring to me. So yeah, it was either Karl, somebody from LVRN. I'm just gonna say LVRN.
I love the artwork. I said it last week on the show. I said I love the artwork. More black superheroes, just what it represented. Yeah. Having young black men on the album cover with you. I thought that was dope.
I was at the freaking when I was at the club in New York, they was like, man, you so brave for putting your kids on the cover. And I'm like, nigga, these ain't my kids. Like, boy.
I don't know them.
Yeah, I don't know these kids. But, shout out to him.
So who did the casting call for the kids?
I don't know. Them little niggas were just up there. I pulled up.
They was outside.
Y'all got 5 minutes?
Y'all got 3 kids out here somewhere?
Hella weird, because one of them sitting on my shoulder. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, he probably
I don't know him.
Crazy. Exactly. This little boy got his meat by my head. Like, man.
And you look tired. You got your shoulders back. You look like this took a little while.
No, he looked like that ain't his son on his shoulders. That's what he looked like. Now that you really say all of that, you start breaking down his picture.
That's
you don't know them kids.
Hell. Man.
Can't be a superhero and not be able to pick up a 10-year-old.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, man, them kids be heavy, man.
But the theme of it seemed to have to do with your relationship with your pops and your relationship with your son. Was that something that came early with therapy for the theme? Creatively, or that was something you wanted to do even before?
Yeah, everything. For some reason, I couldn't figure out a narrow concept for the album at first. It was hard. I was battling LVRN to push myself, stop doing the same slow songs every time, because I'll get comfortable if I know what worked for me.
I think I have this theory that a lot of rappers low key want to be R&B artists.
No, somebody said that to me yesterday, that you really just want to be an R&B artist and you ain't got the voice.
Yeah.
And I think that's really what it is. Yeah. And that's why I'm so inclined to do melodies on beats all the time. So, you know what I'm saying? That first year in therapy, also mad at them for trying to make me try new sounds was hard. And then the more I started talking about these things with my therapist, also having a 12-year-old and realizing it don't matter what I say to him. If I'm not leading by example, it's at the end of the day, my words is not matching. So going through his phone, seeing him say "cud" to his friends, pissed me off because I'm blood for one. And then also why are you gangbanging? You know what I'm saying? It's dumb. So
I like that was the second concern.
Not the first, right?
I should have switched
because I'm a blood.
Yeah. Boy, why would you pick that side? But yeah, just getting through that first. Yeah, then just figuring out I had unaddressed trauma with my therapist, stuff I was mad at that I didn't know I was mad at. I was always saying I don't care my day to night of my life, but realizing out the way I was, the way I shut down from affection and stuff like that started being more clear to me, and I started wanting to talk about the message, and to start falling in play. I say a year in the therapy. You know what I'm saying?
How do you approach relationships now? I'm not even saying romantically. Just
with friends, I'm more patient. I know not everybody got the luxury I got of therapy and understanding conflict resolution. I grew up thinking a fade with my homie is how we saw this situation. And I just never lost to none of my homies. That's why I'm still their friend. Because I can't picture myself really with my ego getting beat up by the homie and just sitting with him all day after he just stumped me. You know what I'm saying? So trying to figure out conflict resolution, understanding conflict.
Now I feel pussy because I've definitely lost a fight to my friend. I'm still cool with it.
Yeah, we're still cool.
I'm just not with it, man. You know
so therapy's not working.
Yeah, no.
It's letting me know that fighting not with my ego. Now that you say that's a good point. But it's letting me know that conflict resolution isn't just fighting. It's me having patience to understand your point of view, because your truth is your truth. But also not getting took advantage of and standing on firm on my morals. But yeah, just trying to approach my friendships in a more patient perspective. You know what I'm saying?
The album comes out as an artist, as a creative. The feeling that you had before it comes out versus the next day. How do you feel now that it's out? Everybody's listening to it. People reacting. Some hate it. Some love it. How do you feel now as a creative? Okay, this was something I worked on, and watching people respond to it.
Yeah. So the next morning I was hungover like shit. So I didn't feel nothing but me throwing up. But to fast forward, when the day settled in and I felt and I started I started seeing a reaction. It felt amazing, obviously, because it's your art. I've been working on it for years, even though we in the space of the world where everybody dropping every week. It's hard to cut through. You know what I'm saying? If you can't, not everybody is afforded the luxury of disappearing, living in your mystique. So I was grateful that I was able to withstand the test of time and drop another project, and that people still cared about, regardless of the negative stuff, even though it do bother me. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't see a lot of it because my shit just that nice. And I don't never search my name on Twitter. So that's the thing for me too. So the people who add me, it'd be love most of the time. So yeah, it felt great. Then it started being I've been feeling it. I've been knew this. Y'all late. I fuck with y'all, but I appreciate it. But come on, but I've been knew how good I was. Yeah. So then there's that part. And then it's all right, what we gonna do now? How we gonna elevate again, and how we gonna be better than this project now?
That's the thought, the next day.
Nah, everything in this next day. I'm telling you, my brain crazy. It's I'm nah, all right, we gotta figure it out now, because it's just
But does that make you nervous? Because you were saying this all felt like this was my therapy album. I'm obviously still working on shit, but you said most of your music derives from pain. What happens when you get over the hump of not being fully healed, but healed?
Yeah, so what freedom I did.
Do you want to make happy music? Because dance shit is popping right now.
I can't. I'm not gonna do that. I love it, but I can't do it. Well, maybe one day. I'm nice like that. But I'm also saying, like, I think doing this project and the concept of me having different personalities just like open a lot of different doors for me to like do more stuff now and give me more freedom now that I've introduced like my ignorant side and people can't just box me in as this rapper or just a gangbanger rapper or just however, you know what I'm saying? Now I could be Ratchet Boog when I want. I could be Anthony and I could just do whatever. So
the LA Leakers freestyle.
Yeah.
One of my favorites.
One of my
mine
absolutely.
too. And I appreciate you saying how Anthony got off the most because like
that was probably one of my favorite
people always saying like, man, Ratchet Boog went crazy, but I really feel like that first verse was crazy. But yeah, my bad.
You know you crazy, right? For you to be able to sit there and write from that type of perspective, this is like a part of your brain because you have to jump into each of one of those personalities. Not crazy in a bad way, but it's like that's some genius
that. And I appreciate
shit.
that. And what I gotta say is it's showing me the importance. And it don't gotta necessarily be management or just having somebody in your life that you'll let push you, where that's like gonna hold you accountable or like see greatness in you, that see the greatness in you and it's like gonna make you step into that greatness. Cause like I would have went up there probably and just got off thinking it's like my greatest verse ever, but it's having a team like, no, you could do better than this. Let's try to do something creative and you know what I'm saying? And push me always like, and it's uncomfortable, but it's necessary. So
how important is it for you to be with a group and people like LVRN? Because that's a family. Like every time I see you guys, I'm just like, yo, I just love, and I tell Rory all the time, like I love what they're doing. I love the fact that they're so invested in each other on a personal level. Because to me, if you're gonna work with somebody, especially artists and creatives, you have to understand the person, the artist. Like you can't just, we need a record, we need a song. You know, a lot of labels, that's how they work. When we need a record, we need a song. And it's like, but with LVRN, it's almost like the cool kids at the high school in the cafeteria at the table, and everybody is dope and everybody has a talent and everybody plays their part. How important was it for you at this point in your life as an artist to be surrounded by that type of energy?
Man, I didn't even know how necessary it was until I got around them because I had management before and I thought I had the greatest manager in the world because this was all I knew until we hit our ceiling. Then I got around people that wasn't just letting me slide, that was calling me out. And of course, like it's irritating at first when your brain already conditioned a certain way to get away with shit. But then you start seeing the results of it and you're like, why would I ever do anything other than this? Or why would I ever want any type of other circle around me? So I'll be trying to preach it to my friends like, man, y'all need to be like this because they be having little groups and I'll be telling them like, y'all need to have conversations, be honest with each other. Like they be saying crazy stuff to me. Like in the message, they be like, this shit trash. Like, and like, I know right now we got that language with each other and you probably can't say that to everybody, but I get it. It's love. And they like, Boogie, we know how great you is. So push yourself. So that shit hella important, especially for somebody like me who always in my head, who always like, I'm doing this wrong. I'm doing this wrong. Battling these thoughts. I need somebody around me that's going to like calm me down, but still push me at the same time.
I won't say who the rappers are. Rappers are shady. I was in a writing camp 2 days ago. And we were talking about Colors performances.
I was there too yesterday.
Okay, all three of you was there.
And you got brought up quick, and everyone's like, yeah, Boog might have the best Colors performance. And then another rapper that did Colors was like, man, if I would have known I could change outfits.
Reason told me this last night, so it was probably him. Yeah, I know. He said, I wish they would have told me, you know what I'm saying? Because his, I think, finna drop. So shout out to my boy. Me, him, and Jid was drunk as hell last night.
That's an interesting group.
Yeah, we was getting cussed out by Jid manager about how, I wouldn't necessarily say trap rappers, but, you know, just in that space are outworking us and how we think just because we creatives that we gonna beat them, you know what I'm saying? And he also said we the reason people getting killed because little black kids are getting killed because our message isn't as big as it's supposed to be because that's our responsibility. So harsh, but got a little validity.
He put all of that on y'all.
That's a lot.
Crazy.
Harsh, but
you can't put that on.
Harsh, yeah, obviously. But if you think about the core of it, I know what he was trying to say. You know what I'm saying?
Like y'all need to do more and be more active and be more present. And I understand what he's saying. But that's
why would the trap rappers be outwork? I want to know the definition of outworking.
I think not outworking. I think outdropping. It's really the word is just outdropping. We don't.
How so though?
Justice said the outworkingness. I think from his mind, from the way he looking at it, they just go in the studio. They just dropping records. They going in there recording, and then they getting the song out. They're not overthinking. They're not trying to disappear.
Well, that's because to me, that's more it's like fast food.
Yeah.
Like they putting out those joints, and it's like, yeah, we'll
it's
take
easier to create.
We'll take those extra value meals. It's like we all from them places.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we'll take the number 7, but it doesn't. Does it stick?
Nah, but I think it's still great in their world. I don't want to say what we doing is greater. I just think if you're gonna choose at this point, I'm learning if you're gonna choose to play the rap game or the music industry, you gotta really choose to play it and understand it for what it is. Because an artist was saying last night, like, but we do it because we love it, and I understand if you don't care about money or like your finances and you really doing it for that, then don't complain about how the situation is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if you is trying to play this music game and survive, play it at a high level.
Outwork is the wrong word because it's a different approach in the way y'all create. No. You guys are more album based than just constant single based. It's a different approach.
He can't tell me I'm outworking if I'm trying to figure out stuff in my brain all day. Like it's not like I'm not sitting there trying to write 24 hours a day.
It's a different approach where they're allowed a higher volume.
Let me explain. It's not about volume. It's about presence. So the thing is, it's not about he needs to drop 5 albums a year. But when you're looking at rap is a lifestyle, right? So like, I know we like to put a barrier in between two people now, or two different types of rap. But like, when you look at Tupac, when you look at Biggie, when you look at Jay, it's a lifestyle. They embodied everything of it. Like they gave us great music, but they were also still outside. They were networking. They were doing everything they need to do. And they were dropping all the flyest shit, the clothes, the videos, the movies. Like they're out working, and that's what the younger guys are doing that are in this trap situation. And it makes it feel like guys that are on the other side of hip hop are kind of more recluse and not doing as much.
But that's a weird example because when Pac, Big, and Jay at that time, that was popular rap music. They could do that because they were at the forefront of music.
It's because they're out working.
But then the game wasn't it's oversaturated now too, though. Because they're out working.
So like, how do you explain Drake? Right? Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like if the mentality switches as I belong to be in the same space as a Moneybagg Yo, for example, and my music is not going to deter any of that, you're going to put yourself in that space.
Then how would you explain Kendrick and Cole? If we're going off that's the definition of
Kendrick is not a real example because people forgot Kendrick when he first started. Now he's in a different space. He doesn't have to come outside. But when he first started, that man was working. He was outside.
But I don't think
he hasn't really been outside since Section 80.
Yeah. Like,
what do you mean? When he dropped Good Kid, Mad City,
he
wasn't really outside like that. When he dropped Good Kid, Mad City,
he was not outside like that, no.
How was he not outside?
Where was he?
My man literally was riding through California on top of trucks. Literally was in was at a Dr. Dre show and got the keys to the city. Like he did videos with Dr. He was really doing what rappers were supposed to do.
Visual though. It's not per se working and going out like Kendrick wasn't a lifestyle the way Jay was with the champagne club culture and button downs and that entire shit.
No, obviously
was based off the music.
Obviously, Kendrick is not as outside as Jay was, right? But again, there's a difference. Doesn't change the fact that he was still doing what he was supposed to do in their space. Like for example, we're talking about Jay, Reeves, and Boog. These are all super fucking talented people. Obviously, I think Boog's more talented, but neither here nor there. I think that I never see any of them outside. I never see any of them do what rappers are supposed to do.
Do you think they're afforded the opportunity to be quote unquote outside?
That's the question. That's a good question.
You say what?
Do you think they're afforded the opportunity to be quote unquote outside?
You create the opportunity. Because I literally watched the artists, like for example, I watched the artists like Travis Scott, right? Like it wasn't like Travis was always destined to be where he was. He created the opportunity.
That's a fact.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. The mentality has to change because it's like at the end of the day, this is rap, this is music, right? I can stand next to 21 Savage, I can stand next to fucking whoever it is, right? And I know my skills are on your level, so we're supposed to be in the same room. Now I'm gonna do all the fly shit that I'm supposed to do because at the end of the day, rap is for kids. Kids love rap, and you have to make the shit look fire.
Okay, but I watched Reason do a video with Ab Soul where he brought out fucking 10,000 people in front of a cleaners in Carson. Like I've seen him do the same thing. Jid did a 1,000 tour day after the Dreamville shit. Like I've watched them constantly go outside.
When was the last time Reason went to One Oak and tried to make everybody in their fans?
I don't think that's the strategy with the type of music he's making. That was my point of saying Big and Pac and Jay. And that music was at its height when they were doing
that's what I'm saying. That's a perception. When Jay used to go to fucking whatever club that was popping in New York, he bought the whole table fucking champagne bottles because you're gonna know my name. You might not like my music, but you're gonna know my.
Reason didn't lose 92 bricks and still crawled back. He can't afford a fucking table at one oak with all the champagne.
You say what? You said what?
Reason didn't lose 92 bricks and still crawled back. Like that's expensive.
But I'm sure Reason can look at Top and say, hey, Top, I really want to go outside and I really want to do this thing. I need a budget. Let's figure it out.
But if that's not you, then it becomes corny.
Yeah, I think it's just it all depends on the artist. Like you can't. I understand what Justice is saying. You need to maybe like Boog needs to be out more and be more, in people's faces and connecting with people on a real level more. So I understand working in that aspect, but I just think that the game is a little different now. I think that with like drill rap, which is like the popular rap now, the popular sound, it's just a little different because now a guy like Boogie is looked at as like a wordy or like trying to kick knowledge type of rapper, where it's not really that. It's just that it's not the drill. It's not I want to say basic because it's an art form to that drill shit, but
for sure,
it's not as complex as what Boog is doing, switching, into different personalities and characters and rapping from different perspectives and things like that. I just think that, you have to find a medium. Like
Maul, you make a great point. And I'm gonna just say this last thing because it's not my interview, it's Boog's interview. I'm gonna say you make a great point. The only thing is what I'm saying is that you don't have to go to the club, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't have to do all these things that are low hanging fruit that obviously you would assume a rapper would do.
Yeah.
But it's about creating your lifestyle. Like for example, Kanye West was an artist that was not like Dipset.
Yeah.
But his lifestyle was fashion.
Yeah.
He went to Paris.
Yeah.
He did all the things that he was supposed to do to create his lifestyle and document it to make it a thing. And that's what I'm saying. It's like they haven't created what their lifestyle is. You take an artist like Tyler. His lifestyle is Fairfax.
Right.
And he created that lifestyle and that movement because that's a part of rap.
And targeted that group first.
That's a fair
Griselda. Point. And even with Cole with the Dollar and the Dream tour when he first started, like, I understand. He targeted colleges. For sure. I understand what you're saying. I do understand what you're saying.
It's true. I think it is truth to both sides, but I think I guess us type of creators got to find a way to work efficiently in the same way that works for them. Because like you said, we can't just go out and go to the clubs because that's not going to work for us. But we got to stop thinking we could just live off our talent in a creative video or a short film or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's little one pieces. You do got to create the lifestyle, but I don't think everybody know how to create a lifestyle either. That's not
difficult.
Shit, not easy.
No, it's not.
Especially if it's not genuine. It comes
how
off
the fuck you create a lifestyle when you just trying to bar up. You know what I'm saying? So
I see something like Boog and Jid. If y'all could do something like every week, y'all just hang out on like different college campuses and just get in.
Nah, they're not gonna put me in no college world.
Why not?
I'm just playing.
And just do like ciphers with like the students that go there.
You think I don't like backpack niggas?
You don't like backpack?
No, I hate backpack shit. No, because that shit boring to me.
Nah, it's not boring, bro. That shit is it's a different.
No, I take that back.
It's only boring because we ain't make it cool yet.
It's not boring. That's valid.
That's what I'm saying.
But also
perception.
Also,
exist anymore?
Also, growing up for me was just like I'm either R&B or super ignorant music. That's just the only music I listen to. I know it's probably,
but it's ignorant students on college campuses that's writing ignorant shit.
I'm there with them, but I'm just not trying to rap about like the universe and stuff like that with no college.
No, I think I'm just saying like more so like just connect with like college students and just be because they are the next.
No, you're right. It is.
They're gonna create the next,
and they be like the main ones understanding my message about like
absolutely
understanding their potential and their future. So you're right. That could be my world.
Just shit like that. Just hanging out on college campuses.
That's my world, bro.
No, I'm telling you. I mean, I became a J. Cole fan for life because of that, right? Like college students are a huge market, right? J. Cole, Wale, even Kendrick. That was their circuit, for sure, right? And they worked it. Like Cole might just on a random Tuesday be walking to Howard University campus. And that just is what it is.
Yeah.
And you got to touch people. Like that's just, you got to create your culture.
But also the major label push does help in that regard. And let's use drill, for example. Where the lyrical rap shit, yes, it's profitable. There's always, the number one rapper every year is always lyrical. Yeah. No matter what. No matter what year you talk about, the number one is always a lyrical dude. But below that is where all the real profit is. And volume game right now, drill would be more profitable than trying to find that one standout lyrical person that we're going to put dollars behind.
Right.
And create this lifestyle shit. Because yes, did Cole do a lot of that Dollar and Dream shit all by himself? And we feel like Rock would even admit they fucked that up and didn't realize what Cole was doing, making him single chase and all that. But it did help that he was on fucking Columbia. Like he was able to take risks by himself because he had that backing. And I just feel like with the drill shit, they're maybe not outworking. They just may have more resources because it's easier for these labels. Now, you know, Atlantic doesn't give a fuck about an album. Atlantic wants to put out singles. That's what's profitable right now. And drill, you're able to do that. Whereas what Boog, Reason, and Jit are trying to do is projects, and those take 3 years to do. And we're going to bank on something that takes 3 years that may not work.
Yeah.
Or I could take this 2-minute record that I know is going to playlist and find the next sound that's going to be just like that and put out 20 of them and then move on to the next sound.
Yeah, but what my thing is, it's not even, again, it's not about the music output. It's just about being...
The sound output is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing. But what I'm saying is that at the end of the day, Maul just had an idea where it's just like, how are you in people's faces? Like, like my thing is like, it's like creating stories. It's like if next story was, like Boog went to go to Morehouse and like he got a dorm and he created his album there. You know what I'm saying? That's a story. Now you're creating a whole lifestyle. Sure. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and also like, it's also about tapping into, like, Boog is not really like the party guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a party nigga. Like, tap into the resources around you to be able to help create your lifestyle too. Like, The Weeknd does that very well. He doesn't go outside like that. Right. You know what I'm saying? But he taps everybody around him to help create that and shield that.
He brings everybody into his world.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? The features on the album. Shelly, shout out to Drum.
My boy.
Snoop.
Uncle.
How, that's like two totally different,
all over the place.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How did that come about? Like, as far as do you hear the records and you're like, okay, I got to get Drum on this, or this is Snoop?
When I was working, when I did the song, I remember LVR just complaining about how they had no single, and I took it like offensive because I was like, they trying to make it sound like I'm being lazy. So I was crying. Then I got off the phone with because Naj was like telling me I was being lazy, so I cried. Then I recorded All Right. Then I was like, oh, look, we got a single. All you got to do is like say this to you. So then I went to Atlanta to finish it with Justice and Shelly just in the background singing over every goddamn beat you play in the studio. He don't let you have your own session.
Right.
The nigga just sing. So, you know, he starts, these niggas ain't nothing. I was like, yeah, that shit hard.
Yeah.
So, you know, that happened organically in the studio. With Snoop, my mama used to be married to this fuck nigga, but, you know what I'm saying? He from 20 Crip, which is a Long Beach gang, which is where Snoop was from. So I kind of met them when I was younger. And then I say that trump card, even though my mama not with the dude no more. I got booming and Snoop always still supported me. So I knew I could get a feature. And he gave me 2 verses in like 30 minutes. Nigga just love rapping, I think. So
that's dope. How'd the Soulja Boy one come about?
I was in the studio on bullshit. I didn't even think I wanted to keep that song. I was just playing, trying to record. I was like, hold on, this shit hidden. And I was like, it's giving me, I don't know, this gave me Soulja Boy energy. And I was playing and I sent Justice a text like, yo, can we get Soulja Boy on this? And like, got it back in a couple of days.
I like it. When I saw it on the track list, I was like,
this is random.
That was when I was like, Soulja.
I heard the beat and I was like, all right, where's this gonna go?
Reason walked up to me yesterday and said, or 2 days ago, said he didn't like Snoop Dogg verse on the album.
I don't know if Reason want Snoop to know that, but but fuck it.
Oh my God. See, that's what I do. I just be rambling sometimes.
Hey, it's all good. Fuck it, man.
It wasn't my favorite Snoop verse, but
all right, man.
I like that Snoop was on it.
I love conversation.
It's Snoop. Exactly. You know what I mean? Like it's Snoop. We not expecting Snoop to go in there and kick your ass on the verse.
Crazy, man.
No, I liked it. I didn't not
nobody
like the
gonna
verse.
kick my ass. Not you, Snoop. Not nobody.
Not Smino.
Not Smino.
That's one thing I like about.
He's a cheater though. He been words. That's not even. I can't compete with a nigga who make up words. Like,
that's one thing I like about
Snoop was
Boogie,
making
though.
up words.
No, he said Sadate.
But Boogie always been the type of artist. Like I start talking about somebody, I'm like, Boogie, he can't fuck with you though. And nobody can fuck with me. And I'm just like, all right, fam, my bad. I
believe it now though. I think last year I was saying that shit, but I didn't really believe it.
You ain't believe it?
Nah. I was
now you feel like
hype myself up. Now I feel like when it's the people I looked up to, when I really feel like I could compete with them, that's how I know I really believe it now. You know
what's one rapper where you hear him every time and you like, fuck, he nice?
Drake and Kendrick.
Those are the two.
Them two niggas. Every time Drake do some time a day in the city, like 3 a.m. in somewhere, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, this nigga get on my nerves. Or when Kendrick when I heard Count Me Out, or the song with Kendrick fighting a girl on the album, those 2 songs, I was like, fuck. Shit got me hot. And I get mad.
Speaking of Kendrick album, he
wasn't even rhyming.
So what? It was just energy.
PTSD from argument.
Especially I got a baby mama, and it sounded like how we used to be when my kid was like
that's
3.
like everybody I think that had a relationship could relate to that record. So did you the record with Kendrick and Summer? Did you write some of that?
Purple Hearts.
Purple Hearts.
I helped with Summerverse.
See, you an R&B dude.
Yeah,
bro.
exactly. That's my vibe, man. Don't play with me. Play with somebody else.
I just don't understand how you could love that Kendrick interlude of the fighting and then write something that's shut the fuck up when you hear love talking.
I mean, I didn't write that part.
Oh, that wasn't your bars?
Nah, shut the fuck when you're love talking. Nah, that's not me, man.
So you wrote Summer's verse?
I didn't say that. I said I helped with Summerverse.
Okay, my bad. Semantics.
There's NDAs and
I understand.
all that.
Nah, for real. I just helped.
No, you helped. No,
Yeah, exactly.
you helped with Summer's part.
At midnight when the album came out, did you secretly hope your ex of 3 years would text you after she listened to it?
And did she text you?
Nah, my ex has happily moved on, and probably with the.
You don't know she's happily.
I lurk her page every day.
Oh, so she's happily.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
What do you think of the new dude?
I think they're good for each other. I feel like obviously mad about the situation because I know him. You know what I'm saying? Somebody not know him like that, but somebody around. So that part frustrated me. But when I removed my ego from it, I wasn't a good boyfriend.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
That's real.
There's also that.
I can appreciate that.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So.
Do you think she listened?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It's still a flex. I always still want to flex on her all the time. So I don't want to see her lose. I want her to win in life, but I want to win more.
Yeah.
That's fun. That's real though.
I
want to win more. I want her to win, but I want to win more.
I think her new dude felt away when like maybe he was just on her laptop going to Apple Music to type in some shit, and so Westside Boogie.
I mean, he in the industry, so you know what I'm saying. He probably.
Oh, he ain't playing that shit in the car. He an industry dude. Mm-hmm. He ain't playing your shit. Like if he get in the car and your shit playing, she in there by herself. Like he went in the store to get something, he come back and Bug coming through the speakers. He for sure turning that off.
Yeah, she never gonna play my shit around him, and he not gonna play my shit no more.
That's hate though.
It is hate.
Why you hating?
Nah. What if I like your old dude?
Yeah, music? Like he nice. He talented. Like if my ex girl used to date, I don't know, Kyrie Irving. You think I'm not gonna watch the game because Kyrie, like it's like he's nice, and I'm gonna draft him on my fantasy team if he's available. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask her how he's feeling.
Yeah, like,
support the draft.
I think it depends on how. Yeah, if like say it was like Reason or Jid start dating my ex, I'm never listening to them niggas again.
Really?
Nah, man, you can't say that.
Well, one that'd be kind of weird because you kind of like fuck with them, but
no, it's direct peers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Anybody I feel like is like I'm in a world with them. I ain't playing them niggas no more. It's like hell no. Only niggas who bigger than me or lower than me.
I'm gonna talk to your therapist tonight. At
we gotta talk
I don't know if
Justice.
she's really doing her job.
Yeah, they gotta change the budget with the therapist. It's not working for Bug. He don't even want to listen to the music no more.
Man, maybe I'll do better in that situation. You know what I'm saying? But I'm also glad I'm showing this part in that people understand therapy ain't no just like immediate results.
Yeah, no.
Oh, I mean that's the new wave, and you know, because therapy's become trendy, and everyone thinks like, oh, I'm in therapy, like you fixed.
See,
like,
we make therapy trendy. Let's make hanging out on college campuses, doing ciphers with the kids. Let's make that trendy. You know what I'm saying? We can make in our culture, we can make anything cool, and it can't be cool until it comes to us.
There, man.
At college? Come on, fam. College? Of course.
But I will say they're gonna walk right past the cipher and go to the party with the drill music.
Yeah, if they can't twerk to it, they
trying to hear your therapy
pull out
bars.
My red bandana.
I don't.
Is that what works?
Yeah, we don't. I don't think you want to scare them. They gonna see that and might be go back to their dorm.
Boogie was the first blood I met that wore Crocs. I thought that was an interesting fact.
My sense of like,
but why though? Like gangbangers always wear house slippers.
For one, I don't know how to travel.
DR,
I don't even know how to travel. For one, I don't even understand what you're supposed to wear when you go places. Justice sending us this list of colors and pastels. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm trying to wear some basketball shorts, a wife beater, and now my assistant got me wearing this dumbass silk shirt with like. Yeah, I was like,
Justice is just trying to change your palette.
I get it. You know, like, man, we got to get you in fashion.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, absolutely. You should. Even that's fashion though.
He has you wearing cool pants.
My assistant bought me these pants. I can't.
Oh, well, yeah, no, that's a good look. That's not. That's you. That's Bug.
It's not forced.
Yeah,
good vibe.
Good vibe. Good
vibe. Wait, but is your assistant in fashion?
No, she just a girl.
No, that's it. That's all you need. You just need a girl that knows what pieces to go grab.
Exactly.
You in fashion now.
But look at you fucking up with the lifestyle. You should be in Paris right now.
Exactly. Man, I suck there.
You suck in Paris?
I feel like I would suck there.
Why?
Like Paris, like for one, that shit seemed boring. Just sitting there watching people walk. I love fashion people. I love models. I don't want to get canceled.
No, already fucking up this new lifestyle that we're gonna create.
Man, it's just like we just quiet watching people walk. Listening like
Nah, but then they got Kendrick just performed.
Nah, that shit look hard. I just was talking about
Kendrick performed.
That
shit
look hard
down, right?
Performing, but still sitting there look boring. I don't want to sit there.
Yeah, but I mean, if Bug had the opportunity to perform at Paris Fashion Week.
Bro, you know I'm gonna go.
Of course, you gotta go. You gotta kill that shit. Yeah, man. Why not? Fuck that.
But
and Justice will make you go anyway. Justice is gonna make you go and wear some of his cool pants.
Fashion Week does look odd in Paris. I just don't know what. Again, like you saying, I'd stand there with like a see-through shirt, feeling weird.
We're just vibing. I don't know nothing.
I feel like that's all I've seen on IG is just see-through shirts.
At Paris Fashion Week?
Yes.
That's probably the look next season that's, coming in. I won't be wearing
Hold on, where's Kendrick and him at on theirs? That's Paris?
Where they at?
Paris. I'd imagine.
Oh,
at the Louis Vuitton fashion show at the runway show. I
never owned Louis Vuitton. Have I ever owned Louis Vuitton?
Dave Free is the best Dame Dash of all time because he just sit there, he don't talk.
Dave Free is amazing. He's from the hood. Shout out to the homies.
I'm scared now. Okay.
Take back. If that was offensive, I apologize.
Shout out to Dave Free, man.
An artist that you want to work with, but you won't say it. Like you won't approach him about it. And for whatever reason, you just won't never bring it up to him.
That's a great question. Probably, I think Game is a legend.
For sure.
Yeah, probably him.
I'm actually shocked he
gave me a look, though. He gave me a video shoot before, you know what I'm saying? But he in his competitive bag, and he keeps saying he's the best rapper out, so now I'm not going.
Well, he's on a rollout right now.
Yeah, I don't care. Me too.
I saw him. He just put out him and Hit Boy put a record out together.
Violence,
right?
yeah.
Violence. This shit hard.
It's very hard. I'm curious though with the album title Drillmatic. And when I heard Violence, I was happy. Because I love Game's one of my favorite rappers. I just want one drill shit.
He was playing 2K. I need to get to that point where I could just ignore $6 million.
How much do we believe Game though? Because Game got legendary lies. Like
some
Game
of my
be getting some shit off. It's like, bro, hold up.
Y'all don't think he could get a $6 million tour?
No. We know he can.
I just don't think he.
I don't think he turned it down to play 2K. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I done been in some dark video game bags, like to where like I look up and I've been in my underwears for 2 days, and I'm like, whoa, what the fuck going on?
Yeah, but you wouldn't be in that bag if it was a $6 million tour waiting.
Nah, but I also haven't made as much money as him to have the luxury to turn down $6 million. But I don't know if I'm ever gonna get to that point. But
you'll get to that point.
$6 million to turn it down?
Yeah,
it's $6 million. All right.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I believe Game on money. That one. I fuck with Game, but I don't know if he's
not a legend. He said I could have been a billionaire if I wanted to. I just didn't want to.
See, even that is like, wait, what? Like who says that?
Yeah, Game, exactly, nigga.
I could have been a billionaire if I wanted to, but 2K was out, and I wanted to play 2K. That's just like, okay, we need to get you some help.
I mean, that's just like I respect Juicy Smollett right now, still dying on the lie. He just did a whole interview with Sway.
Yeah, but that didn't
He's still dying on the lie.
Nah, they turned the comments off. I was looking at that yesterday. That shit was funny because now the comments is going to my Sway freestyle because it was the last thing that came out before Jesse.
So
that's hilarious.
They on your shit talking about
now
Jesse.
My whole comment section is, why the fuck y'all turn Jesse on? Jesse a bitch. I'm thinking my shit going viral.
Jesse, they come
I'm like,
Boogie.
Look how many comments my shit got. I'm up. It's all Jesse. Shit, I mean,
yo, look at all the shit that happened around your release. Jussie, Drake, Beyonce, like, Warriors.
There's a lot of shit around Boogie's release.
Yeah, I mean, hot.
It's a conspiracy.
Yo,
did you watch the Sway shit though?
Nah, I just went to a couple parts. I kept trying to look for the part where he called out the let me get these letters right. LGBTQ community.
The one way to remember that is let's get Biden to quit.
Oh, I'm up. I'm finna use that every time now. No, that shit didn't falling off the bike was so funny. But anyways, fucking yeah, I watched some of it, but I couldn't find that part where he called the community out. So, but he's standing on his truth, right? He said it's the truth still, right?
No, he's standing on his lie.
Yeah, I mean we know he lied, but he gonna die.
I can respect it though.
So if he if it ended up coming out that he told the truth, y'all gonna all like publicly apologize to my man?
He's not telling it. Boogie, if you've been in situations where niggas have gotten jumped before, I'm sure.
That's the story.
You think if they had a Subway sandwich, that Subway sandwich is making it home with that gentleman?
Nah, facts.
One of the homies gonna pick it up. Like, yo, fam, and we taking your sandwich.
Nah, he hilarious.
That's it. We know Jussie is lying about that whole thing, but you know he wanna die on the lies. It is what it is. I don't know. I don't pay attention to that shit.
Shout out Jussie, man. What show is he from? Empire.
Yeah. Where's your love life now? Because after this album, I can tell you, it sounds like it's in fucking shambles.
It's not in. I think I'm more what I've been trying to do. I've been thinking because I'm being honest with girls that if I still move like a fuck nigga, that it exempts me from all like blame. And I'm trying to realize, even if I be honest to these girls, and I don't, and then I tell them I'm not ready for a relationship, but I see that they still on relationship time, and I still move forward with them. I'm kind of still wrong in a sense. You know what I'm saying?
It took me a while to get over that.
Yeah. So
I'm being honest. Like, what's the problem?
Yeah,
Well, you're also
exactly.
being an asshole.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's the other part to that.
So I'm dealing with like, I've been like going out because my album came out and I've been inviting all the girls I talk to. And it's just like, I realize this is messed up because like, you know, they just all feeling the way they can all tell. But I'm like, man, I told all y'all the truth.
Mm-hmm.
But hey.
As far as being a dad, how do you feel like that is affecting your career in a positive way?
The patience part, just because like when stuff not going my way, I don't know how I could correlate it from the two, but I'm just more patient in life because of my kid. So there's that. When I'm like feeling low, like even before I go perform, I always like just picture my kid right before I go on stage for some reason, or I like tap his face on my phone or some shit like that. And I just it's like a cheat code for niggas. If you got a kid, it's always like a source of strength. Every time you feeling down or low, it's like I got this whole life I'm responsible for, who I gotta be a light for. So
that's how Rory is with Baisley.
That is true.
That's fine.
Whenever we got a pod and he's feeling down, he just FaceTimes Baisley and
I haven't seen her in a month.
He jumps in the game.
Hey guys,
I feel like an absentee father.
Huh?
Who's Baisley?
My dog.
His dog.
Oh, okay. That's what's up, man. Shout out to Baisley.
Yeah, that's his dog.
Speaking of parenting, and I know we're jumping all over the place.
I love that.
With the Killer Mode video at the end, did you share that note with your mother before the video came out, or did she watch it in real time?
Nah, the crazy part, I did a Colors interview before that, and I never had spoke about nothing outside of my therapist, how I was angry with my mom. Like for the past, since I've been a grown up, my mama calls me and tell me she loved me, like, baby, I love, and it pisses me off. Like it irritates me. I was like, okay, you doing too much. You know what I'm saying? And I couldn't figure out why I was so angry until my therapist, we talked about me not having that space to be emotional, and how like now when she tried to do it now, it's just like, it's too late. So I said that on Colors, and my mama called me the next day, like being passive, what you doing? Yeah, I saw your interview. Like, and then, you know what I'm saying? So that part, her not being offended, we had to get through that. And then she finally came to a space like, I get it. And you know what I'm saying? And she was just mad that I didn't talk to her about it first, which is understandable. Yeah. So when she saw that letter, she wasn't tripping because I had already went on a whole interview about how she did me scandalous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I tried to talk shit about my parents behind the paywall on Patreon. And then I found out they paid it.
Caught your ass.
They paid for the paywall.
Caught your ass.
Yeah. They paid the $10.
So my daddy too, I be going, he sent me like a Facebook message like once a year. He left my life when I was 12.
And then he just sent you a Facebook message?
No, I'm gonna tell you, fast forward. I got a brother on my daddy's side who older than me. I hadn't seen him since I was 12 either. And then when I was 18, I was walking with my best friend who a Crip, who was walking in Long Beach, like just walking around being 17, who was walking around being ghetto, just walking from the park. I seen my brother and I'm like, damn, I ain't seen you in forever. He grew up to be a Crip. And I'm with some Crips he don't get along with at the time. So I'm like, everybody cool. He like, I miss you. Give me your number. I'm going to come see you later. I go to my baby mama house at the time before my kid was born. I had already ran away from home and was living with her. So me and all the homies in the front yard. I gave my brother the address, but then I thought about it like, it's probably not smart if my brother come over here because I don't want them to get into it. I had already gave him the address at this time. So let me make sure I don't dry snitch or nothing. So either way it go. That night, my baby mama house got shut up. My brother didn't do it. I'm not saying he did it, but
wait.
I'm just trying.
Wait. We can't do that.
I'm just saying.
He's a sus. I ain't saying he did it, but he's a sus.
I'm just saying my baby mama house got shot up. So either way, and my best friend got shot in the neck. I only bring this story up to talk about how after that, my daddy reached out for me for the first time since I was 12. It was like, why you try to set your brother up? And that shit pissed me off because I was just like, what? I just
that's only a black family story.
Like,
no other culture could tell that story. That's a black problem.
You know how we said,
the black problems we got, Rory? You're Irishmen, though. Y'all don't do shit like that.
We're fisticuffs more than guns. But you know how we said Logic should be the face of 23andMe?
Yeah.
I think now maybe Boogie could for finding your sibling.
That's a crazy ass story.
Yeah, so then my best friend got shot in the neck. It was our first time doing lean, so he didn't panic, and I feel like that's what saved his life because he was just sitting there like chilling.
Like, damn, I'm shot.
No, I think the bullet in his neck caused him to chill. I'm just taking.
No, he wasn't crying though. He was just like I done seen people get shot. I got shot and I was screaming like a little bitch.
In the neck?
No, I got shot in the foot. So
yeah, the neck is different.
It is different. So maybe he was like, I ain't moving because
you don't want to.
It could be that
you can't move. Yeah.
So
Yo,
I'm gonna go with adrenaline and shock before the
why you
lean.
trying to set your brother up? Your brother definitely shot that fucking. He shot that house up and said, "Yeah, that little nigga tried to set me up."
And that shit had me hot because I'm like, I had just walked in the house like 5 seconds before, so it's like, damn, niggas was trying to really smoke me. Like, I know it's nighttime, so I know you wasn't aiming at my homie who liked the op. So then my daddy, and I didn't reply to my daddy. So then like 5 years later, I got a Snickers commercial.
Mm-hmm.
I go to his page. He like, I don't listen to my kid music, but I like this, and posted the Snickers commercial with Elton John. So
that's such a proud black dad.
Yeah, I'm like,
look at the message.
I don't listen to this music, but I like Snickers.
Like,
goddammit.
Exactly, I like this bitch.
But was that message right above the?
No, that's not even a message. This on his feed. He's finally proud to like shout me out. You know what I'm saying? So then he just sent me a long message like, I be listening to your music. It seemed like you got resentment towards me. I just want you to know I tried to be in your life, but your mama chased me away. Like, I tried to go to court. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying my mama was easy to deal with, but I just know it's nobody that could keep me away from my kids. So I'm never gonna take that as an excuse.
Should have gave him the address too.
Exactly.
He would have shot that shit up too. Popped it about give me the goddamn gun.
So at no point the friend that got shot in the neck didn't ask you, did you set me up?
He know. Okay. I mean, he was there when it happened. He know like how I blew it. You know what I'm saying? By even giving up the address, but also like.
Wait, were you there when the house got shot up?
Yes, nigga. That's what I said. We was standing in the front. I was like, I'm finna go pee. As soon as I got in the house.
Oh, you set him up.
Oh yeah, that's
like
shady.
That's why
you walked off.
That's why
you
it was
like AZ
crazy.
in our belly. I'm about to blow.
That's
Done.
why,
I know.
That's
And you
why,
gave him lean.
And it's my.
And you gave him lean to paralyze.
And it's my. No, for one, I didn't give him the lean. I didn't even take none of the lean. He was.
I know you gave it to him. You were sober as fuck.
He bought that shit from somewhere else. Man, shout out to my best friend. But
I'm glad he's okay though, for real.
Yeah.
Boogie, that is one of the craziest fucking stories I've ever heard in my life.
I know, man.
Bro.
But and then my brother a pastor now.
He's a pastor?
Yes.
Oh wow!
Did you speak to your brother after that incident?
Hell no, I ain't never talked to that man. But I got a message from him one time saying he a pastor. I think he just act like the situation don't happen. You know what I'm saying?
How come Paul doesn't like us?
Damn, that was crazy.
Bro.
I think
Paul doesn't like you. Rory. I just think that because like, you my man, I just got to take that beef with you.
Yeah, I don't think it's not that he don't like you. I don't think he walking around holding that energy. I don't think
Paul cares that much about me.
I think it's valid that he would be like hesitant to fuck with y'all if y'all be critiquing the label so much.
But out of love though.
Do we critique the label like that?
Do you think you do?
I think I can make a case that Rory and I have supported a lot of the shady artists.
I don't think no one supports in media more of that roster than Mo.
I agree with you.
From the start.
I definitely, but you critique the infrastructure or the system of the shady system and the way it's set up or the business model?
Yeah, it's the same way I do every other label.
Yeah, every other label. But it's more so because of the artists that we know that the sign is shady, how talented they are. It's just like I want to see them get a fair shot, like, and I want to see them get the opportunities and have the access that a lot of other artists have that are not near as talented as the roster that Shady has. That's all.
And I feel you, and I know that's coming out of a place of love. Yeah. But y'all gotta understand the other side to it is like, all right, if y'all going, what y'all right to critique. If y'all gonna do this, it's also my right to just not fuck with y'all.
Oh no,
without question.
Let me explain.
I know y'all don't care. I also know y'all don't care. I also know y'all don't care. I know that, but I would just say
it's no disrespect to anybody.
Yeah,
it's just like, I understand if I may have said some things that you may feel some type of way about, or somebody may feel some type of way about, but understand it's never like any intended disrespect. Like, you just don't agree with my point of view.
It's his baby. It's his project.
Oh no,
sure, but I just be getting weird text messages from people that work at Shady and like.
Oh yeah, see, probably me.
Yeah, it's probably you.
Like, bro, calm down. I'm just playing. I never said that.
But it's all out of.
It's a critique because I feel. Because again, I forget a lot of the shit that I say.
I've also never heard none of this. I ain't gonna lie. The critique towards Shady. So
from what I can remember,
I think it's a lot of old previous shit that was said, and
sure,
we were standing near it, so it's kind of like
But as of recent, we did a Conway interview at Soul House that was like for the audience, and we put it on Patreon. I don't even think maybe some of it made YouTube.
Yeah, it was like clipped up.
And I think I could be wrong because I always am not sure what I say on this podcast, and then I look back, I'm like, oh fuck. From what I remember, all I said was it appears like Conway did most of this rollout by himself. I said appears. That's all.
And you can't be that fully yourself to get mad at somebody saying that.
Yeah, so I think
how does that bother you?
I think the misconception that why I'm so cool with being that shady, and I can't speak on other people's problems. My expectations is just different. You know what I'm saying? I don't go into it expecting them like to hand me a bag of money, create ideas for me. I think it's just to help when they can, and like I just look at it like you letting me have your platform to make my platform bigger. If Eminem handed me a stack of money, I'm just gonna look at him like I'm gonna owe you this later. I'm not taking
sure, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not really nothing they can do for me. My rollout come from my infrastructure, LVRN, my homies, and you know what I'm saying. I think everybody should have their own team when they go in the label situation.
For sure.
So if Conway did, he probably did do it by himself. He probably wanted to do it by himself. Who fucking knows? But yeah, I just don't know. What would you expect the label to do for artists during rollout? What do you expect? Like, is it certain looks? Is certain like why you not doing these magazines, or like what do you expect?
I think at this point with the majors, it's certain looks.
Yeah, okay.
Certain
late
looks,
night
because
shit,
every
like,
artist should not get the same looks as other artists.
Of course not.
But it's just certain energy and certain just you see certain artists that's like, damn, like he's so dope or she's so dope, but she doesn't get the push and the attention, and she doesn't get the whole building behind her like this artist would. And granted, you have to work up to that, but my thing is, if I'm in the building and this is my team, this is my family, this is who I'm with, and we have access to these things, like just give me a certain amount of looks on these different legs, so I can be like, okay, you can help push my shit to the front a little bit. But again, it's just we talking, we just throwing ideas back and forth. It's not disrespect, it's not hate. Like we don't hate anybody. We don't.
I feel like Shady Sign's a lot of self-sufficient artists, especially with Griselda like that.
Yeah.
So they are, I think, in a lot of sense, a bank. Like I took a bank loan out to buy my crib. When people come to my house, I'm just like, yo, you see what me and the bank did?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I put the crib together, but the bank helped.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And yes, I just get to learn from M also at the same time. It's far, then they are a bank too, because that's my label. Yeah. But I don't want to make it sound like they just that, because
I think a lot of majors to some degrees are, though.
You said, huh?
I think a lot of majors now are just
that's all it is. I mean,
which is
fine.
What I'm saying? Just is what it is.
Understand the game you playing. That's what we was talking about.
Yeah, but banks, if you have a certain amount in the bank with them, you walk in, they take you to a private room, offer you champagne. Now when the next dude come in, it's like, I got an account here too. Like, give me a bottle of water or something. Like, don't just be like, yo, what you want? Like,
yeah.
And I remember being at Interscope with feeling like I had no leverage there, because I didn't have LVRN, who already got Summer and Black, who was more established than me, to like give me more leverage, or just like Paul being able to get on the phone anytime. So yeah, it's a real thing. You need that leverage, and I can't never say I don't ask for a lot of stuff either. So maybe I should get better at that, and I can give y'all a real honest opinion on it, because whatever I ask for, I get. I don't ask for a lot, so you know what I'm saying.
How did the Shady deal even come about? I don't even know the history of it.
Shit, this was God. It was no formula. I was back broke, ran through my events. Didn't understand what paying taxes was. 2015,
as most artists.
Yeah, 2015. I had no financial literacy, which is something obviously we got to fix. So yeah, they dangled. Pause. Dangle sound crazy. So they dangled $100,000 in my face. That even sounds crazy in my face. So they did that. And of course, thinking I'm gonna change my life, thinking the world gonna get easier. I'm finna sign. I signed. I'm not saying it was a bad decision, but I also didn't know what I was signing at the time. But I was able to move out, finally get a crib on my own. My baby could finally be in a good neighborhood. That lasted about a year, because I was buying Postmates every day, buying weed every day.
Shit adds up.
Back in the hood, and which was always my fear, because like, you're gonna look like the one that made it and came back. Yep. So back broke. I had $20,000 left, and I had to pay $40,000 in taxes. So I was sick, ended up on a payment plan.
I'm on that.
So
now.
Back just recording, Interscope, not really answering my emails no more, because I don't really like my manager. I didn't really have no leverage. We kind of hit our ceiling with that. But I did have a good relationship with my A&R, who signed me initially. So he didn't like give up on me, but he was just waiting for me to figure it out. And I had to stay at home with my homies, keep recording. And I think the universe or God or whatever you believe in just like saw that, and just at the same time, Eminem calls out, or Paul Rosenberg call out of nowhere and say like, oh, I don't know how we found you somehow, but I showed Eminem and he liked you, flew me out the next day. And at the same time, LVRN popped up in my life, because I don't know how Tim, my A&R, disconnected the dots. So yeah, that's why I tell people it's no formula. You just really got to believe and like really keep going until it pay off. And it's cliche as it sounds, it's facts.
Dangle, money, flyouts. It's crazy.
Yeah, sound like an IG vixen.
Exactly, I'm a thot. And then I had LVRN
Everything's
took me
for
to
sale.
Soho House. You know what I'm saying? Bought me a little Soho.
Yeah, took you on a nice
Tricked
date.
on the boy one time.
Yeah.
That's how you got him, Justice?
I was mad we weren't able to come to the album.
Yeah, I wasn't allowed. My boy.
We were banned.
Yeah, I'm not allowed.
We were banned from the Soho House.
No, I'm just fine.
But it looked like a great night.
No, it was amazing.
Yeah, it was fun.
Amazing. Yeah. I'm glad I was able to like hear my music in that type of environment instead of like in a dark room and actually see people like reactions to it and like still deliver my message, but people having fun. And that's I think is a real like a growing thing for me because like I never seen that.
I believe you're one of those artists that people are gonna go back to your projects.
Probably like when I get smoked.
You're gonna take off. You're gonna become this superstar one of these years soon, I believe, and people gonna be like, damn, like, but this project was fire. That one, and that's why to me this project was important for you to get out because I do believe that this is gonna be the one that people go back to and be like, yo, nah, he been putting out some dope shit.
Yeah, and that's why I'm not really living in the space of like waiting for recognition from people and more so like enjoying the process and giving myself credit because if I keep waiting for the world to catch up, I drive myself crazy. And it might happen after somebody shoot me or something and then the world love me. Like who knows? You know what I'm saying? So
speak that into existence.
Yeah, no, please. I mean, God no.
I'm not trying to do that. I'm not gonna get I was about to say I'm not gonna get touched, but then it's like, nigga, you ain't untouchable.
Highest high, lowest low in making the album.
Highest high was when it came out. That was probably the high for me. Lowest low was just like feeling like I didn't know when this project was gonna come out or what the direction of it was. So maybe like 2 years ago, super low point for me. I didn't really have no motivation. It was tough. I was doing random features, get some bread. I still be doing that sometimes, but
and then tell Justice make sure they don't clear it.
Yeah, I just be like, man, my manager's tripping, man. I'm just saying,
but I need the front end. You're in therapy. Where do you find fulfillment outside of music and family?
Coaching my kid basketball team. That's really. I
love the videos you put up of your kid when you record him and he hates it. Mm-hmm. He's at that age where he's like embarrassed at everything his dad does.
I love it. I'm gonna keep doing it. But it do hurt my feelings sometimes. I went to his game like 6 months ago and I was late. And one of his teammates was like, "Oh, Demaris said he was happy. Demaris said he was happy he wasn't here." I was like, "Ain't that a bitch?" Damn. And I was like, "I'm gonna wait till the end of the game." Halftime came. I'm like, "Come here."
Yeah.
And then I had to check myself. Like, I do be too like hype, OD, living vicariously through him. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I need to be a dad at the games. And probably
but that is being a dad. You proud.
Yeah, but I be tripping though. Like, and sometimes he be like, "You don't understand the game. What's going on the court?" You just it's like, boy, I'll be like, "Man, I've been playing basketball longer than you." He's like, "You're not playing right now."
You at that age, you sound like that. Yeah, I've been doing this since I've been doing this.
Yeah, so he
would have went to the league, but I pulled my hamstring.
So he be on that, and you know what I'm saying? He might understand the game better than me now, just because he actually on the court. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So.
That's dope though that you had that type of relationship with your son, man.
Trying
That's
to scale back.
Do you want him to pursue music at all, or do you?
Nah, because I don't because I think he'll be trash. Because I think my first initial reaction to everybody is that you're gonna be trash. That's not a good thing, but he gonna have to show me he's nice, and so that's a tough road for him.
He's more athletic than creative.
He don't even know how to dance, so he don't got no rhythm. And I feel like it like plays a part into being able to rap good for some reason.
Absolutely, rhythm for sure.
Rhythm and rap, I believe it.
My kid got no rhythm, so
you get that from his mom. Got to. He didn't get it from you. Have rhythm.
Yeah, because she's stiff now. So, but she used to throw it. She used to be throwing that wagon. I ain't gonna lie.
That's how he showed up.
Yeah, exactly. Raw dog assassin.
I just want us to progress as people, man. That's all I want.
He has no rhythm, so he can't rap. But he likes ball. How tall is your baby mother?
My baby mama is shorter than me, but my kid already my height at 12.
Okay.
Yeah, her dad and all them is huge, and my brother's 6 foot something, but me and my mama just short. But me and my brother got different daddies too. So my mama, like
this nigga's the most interesting rapper I've ever sat down and talked to, by far.
I had an address joke of doubling back, but I just, Vlad would have a blast.
Nah, he got me blocked.
Crimes.
He got me blocked too. Shout out to Vlad.
Why did Vlad have you blocked?
Or maybe he unblocked me.
On what,
I used to be on
Instagram?
his bumper. Yeah.
For real?
Yeah, I used to make random tweets like, y'all niggas really go to Vlad, huh? And stuff like that.
Yeah, but he hates Rory.
Yeah.
Oh, he hates Rory.
So
Rory has a lot of white on white. Like he's single handedly bringing white on white crime.
nah,
to the
but
forefront.
also I'm beefing with Vlad because of kind of white on white crime. Because after not really white on white crime, but after Mac Miller died, the day after he was like, "Who's better, Mac Miller or Eminem?" And that shit pissed me off. So I was like,
that's that
"Bitch, it's too soon." And
His
then,
timing is a little weird.
and then he DM'd me and was like, "I was the first person to ever support you, but you choosing this route blocked," or some dumbass line. I'm like,
he's very arrogant in how he
beat your ass.
You're choosing this route? Are you my dad? Who you talking to? Like the
whatever he said.
That's what I felt when he did that fucking video when someone asked if
very weird.
You would have Rory on. I would never. I never said I wanted to go on.
He's hilarious.
No, but in case
why
you
are you doing a rant
Rory,
of saying that you would never have me on, and I'm saying I don't want to go on.
But I do like how he opened his platform to like up and coming journalists now, and letting other people do the interviews.
Here's my shit with Vlad. When you strip away the bullshit,
he's a good journalist. Huh?
He can conduct a good interview.
He can.
He's good at that. He has too much fuck shit attached to him.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that affected your career drastically since you chose that route.
Yeah,
so
man,
lucky to have the album come out.
Got no Vlad in my life. I was beefing with the nigga who be judging albums, Anthony Fantino. What's his name? Fantino.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah, he had me hot. So
he looks like me if I let myself
and
go.
Pitchfork just gave me 7.3. I seen it last night. They got me fucked up. But shout out to Pitchfork for even
7.3 out of 10.
Yeah.
How do you feel about reviews from?
I don't really care, but they in my brain they always say Pitchfork is the one you're supposed to care about. So it's like, I guess my subconscious kind of care.
Why is that? Why should we care about the Pitchfork?
We shouldn't. I'm not justifying it. I'm just telling you I'm a human, a flawed human who cares about things like that. Sometimes.
You just said you didn't care.
Exactly, that's the flaw.
I would care. I understand.
Nah.
What'd they say in the review?
Well, I didn't have my glasses on, so I couldn't read everything on the way.
That's hilarious.
Now
I'm using that.
Nah, for real.
What they said about y'all last episode, I ain't have my glasses on, so I couldn't really even tell you what they was in them comments saying.
And it was too long, but I just seen my boy told me they said something about they didn't like one of the transitions or the sequence or something like that.
That sounds like a Pitchfork thing.
Yeah. Like when you start getting comments like that, it's like,
y'all just trying to find something, but
Does the written review matter anymore?
Nah, it don't matter. It just matters to industry people in our fake little world we create.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
But I don't think my homies ain't looking at no Pitchfork. You know what I'm saying? No nigga I know looking at Pitchfork. So
yeah, that's not really our culture like that. We don't really pay attention to what Pitchfork is rating.
And none of the bitches or women, I need to stop saying bitches so much. None of the women I deal with never been like, your Pitchfork review was crazy. You know what I'm saying? And didn't let me hit. So
yeah, they only gave you 7.3.
If you would have got a 7.8, I would have let you
know.
But 7.4?
You know what? I was going to give you some pussy if you got a 7.5. But you got a 7.3. And I can't really fuck with you.
What are you listening to?
The Ken Jams album, Myself, for the first time, because I never listened to myself or never let nobody play it around me. So I'm finally listening to my project. I've been listening to that a lot. It's another album I downloaded. No, it's not. Just Ken Jams and R&B stuff. So what R&B singer am I listening to then, Boogie? Frank Ocean. Blonde still gets heavy play for me.
Classic.
Yep, that's about it.
You don't listen to no current rap. You don't really like.
Let me not lie. Ramona Park Broke My Heart was a good album. It
was a great album.
I don't really listen to rap, but that was a good album.
Well, you've had some problems in Long Beach, so I could understand.
Yeah, Kendrick. You said I got problems in Long Beach. Oh yeah, I did get shot. My boy got shot, and I got shot in Long Beach. That's crazy.
You should stay out of Long Beach.
I got shot, but I got shot
in Long Beach, New York. It's really safe.
Yeah, man. Hold on, no sleazy. You know that dude? What they gonna do to me? And then Lil Baby helped on a remix.
Okay,
it's a trap song.
Yeah, I know that. No, I know that.
This is my favorite question to ask artists because I would love to watch them lie about what they're listening to.
Yeah,
artists don't listen to shit.
I don't. This shit crazy.
Because artists, y'all in your own world. Like y'all create your own world and y'all just stay in it and y'all create from that world. And then y'all come out when it's time to come out and you're like, oh shit, like I never heard this. I never seen this. You feel me?
But I try to stay like up to date. I just don't really go back a lot because a lot of people don't got replay value for me. But
it's just too much music.
Mary J. Blige, you are everything. That's my shit right now. I've been playing that every day. And Wyclef Jean and Mary J. 911. That's really my shit right now. Mm-hmm. And yeah, those two songs. Stevie Wonder. All I do. Stinger.
Yeah, like Big Life After Death. You should check that out.
Life After Death, Biggie?
Yeah, like that's the new one that's great.
Shout out to Biggie.
You don't listen to that?
Huh?
This is over with.
Shout out to Big. Nah, I'm not really a cultured hip hop fan. Like,
that's interesting.
I don't know. No, I've never. Then it's finna be crazy. I've never listened to Outkast album through. I've never listened to Life After Death. I'm not even sure I listened to a Tupac album through. I just listened
no
to
way.
Big, I wouldn't be.
I just listened to
Outkast
Lauryn
is
Hill.
weird to me.
You never listened to a
Tupac? You
Tupac
kind of sound
all
like
the way
Outkast.
through. Nah, I can't think. I don't think I have.
And I hate this because it's such a cliche question, but I'm only asking because you just said that. What'd you listen to growing up?
Church music.
Okay.
And then Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne took over my life, and that was all I listened to.
I get it.
And then Jay-Z, I got on my Jay-Z bag. Jay-Z and Wayne was my two people I only listened to as rappers. And so I hated when people used to say Biggie was better than Jay. Used to piss me off. So anybody that go against you said what?
That's a good manager right there.
We talking about my life, what I was raised on. I listen to him as like a rapper. He's one of the greatest rappers ever. I'm telling you in the hood what I was listening to.
Conway got in trouble for saying the same thing you're saying, but go ahead.
Yeah, nigga, it's Eminem. He the greatest. I listen to you're not doing this to me. But fucking anybody who beefed with Jay-Z, I used to just not listen to. Like, I never would listen to Nas because he was beefing with Jay.
That's interesting because you a West Coast guy. So
and then I just like singing songs. Oh, I love Ja Rule.
Really?
That was my nigga. Fucking, he was amazing. And 50 Cent was amazing. That wave was amazing. And yeah, him, of course.
That's so. I never would have thought you were a Ja Rule fan.
Nah, I hated him losing like that. Damn, I just thought about that. That's funny because he got destroyed by the big dog. My nigga M destroyed you. That's funny. But fucking that's hilarious. That's life in full circle. But yeah,
did M destroy him?
Well, he helped. He didn't have to jump. That's what made it so fucked up because M didn't even have to jump into that, and he still came in there. He did.
He had to protect his investment.
50 was destroyed. 50 could have destroyed him by himself.
I know. So I'm the biggest rapper. Let me double down and make it worse.
I feel you.
I think what Ja fucked up in that, he took too long to respond.
Yeah, I feel you.
I think in that whole Ja 50 thing, Ja took a little too long to respond. And it's crazy because 50 went on to like make the same music that he was criticizing.
That was the funniest part about the entire thing.
It was like,
so he on record singing and shit.
Yeah,
go listen to Massacre. That's an R&B album.
Fuck.
And that's not fair. John Irv got fucked. Well, not Ja, but Irv got arrested. They froze their assets. It was just timing.
Yeah, it was.
Ja was unaware.
We got to revisit that whole timeline of events that happened around that time, and it was a lot, man. It was Ja was up against a lot. It wasn't just rap. It was a lot of shit.
Fast forward, they got Shady got The Boy, and Murder Inc. got. Shout out to Murder Inc. Man,
that's fucked up.
I'm just playing.
Irv Gotti said,
Irv Gotti is a fucking legend.
That's a fact.
No, he is.
And
he was pissed off about the Drake album, though. He said that's not hip hop. He don't understand. But we were talking about it earlier on another episode. We were saying that it wasn't intended to be a hip hop album.
Nah, facts. And what I appreciate y'all saying, what I'm starting to understand is it really matter your environment when you first hear music. And like,
oh, absolutely.
Y'all saying how people was in bed, like waiting. Yeah, I get their frustration. But you know what I'm saying?
Go outside a little bit.
Because even the song on my album, Stuck, I played it for a reason in the studio. I played all these songs for niggas in the studio. And, you know, they didn't give me no energy. I noticed it. Then when Stuck came out, Reason like, why you didn't play me this song? This shit amazing, nigga. And I was like, boy, I'll let you hear this. So lying ass. So,
yeah, it definitely is where you at. It's the type of environment you're around. Also your mood. Like what you're dealing with in real life. Like when you hear certain music. Because I've gone back and listened to albums. And I'm like, damn, this should sound way better now that I'm in a better mental space. Just like, you know what I mean? So it's
exactly, because now that I drop my album and I'm not like really stressed, your pussy is calling my name. You know, that song slap.
That shit is hard.
No, that's a social clip right there.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely.
That song sting.
Did you get pussy on album release night?
Nah, because I was in New York, man. What was I doing?
I followed a lot of hoes that was at 4040 that night. Yeah. But y'all was there. I was piecing the whole night together.
Matter of fact, the girl who helped throw the event, I slid on her. And then I was telling her to come to the hotel, and then I fell asleep. I remember, and then I woke up.
Oh, that's a great night. When you fall asleep on them?
Blew it.
Great night. Those are the greatest nights.
I appreciated your honesty on No Jumper.
Which part? Well, I'm always honest, you know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, but it was like a different level of honesty.
Yeah.
Like there's honest, and then there's some shit you probably just shouldn't say.
Nah, and I knew, because that's such like, the only podcast my homies from the hood watch is shit like No Jumper, because it's like they put all the gang members on there to give a platform to up and coming artists. So I knew I had to be responsible with what I said and like make sure I didn't let like it turn into a clickbait moment, because I know it can. Even though I said the Selena Powell shit like an idiot, and
that's what I'm talking about.
Turn into a clickbait. Okay. Yeah. Shout out to Selena Powell. Free her. Free Selena Powell, man.
No, she locked up?
She locked up. She got 2 years.
For what?
I don't know.
She didn't pay her taxes on that money she was
I gotta look though. It was something though, but it was right after the interview. And I was like, fuck, huh?
You would put violation.
Oh, there we go.
What was she on probation for?
Doing me scandalous. I called the boys on her. I'm just playing. No, I didn't. I don't call the police. Never.
You gonna put something on her books?
I did not know Selena Powell was locked up.
I ain't gonna lie. If Selena reached out, I put something on her books because like
that's noble.
I'm a caring person, and I really felt bad for her when we had that talk. So
I respect that.
She drove a getaway car.
Oh man, come on, CC.
Oh,
who better than that, Queen?
She really out there. She in the
streets. Not say Queen. Somebody said, or the black girl told me they don't like when I call other people Queen. That's not black.
Well, 2 women tweeted me one time when I called somebody a black woman a queen, and they said, "Don't what was the word she said? Basically, like I was
like being condescending type of thing.
No, but I was like not objectifying, but I was doing something to where it was like, everything is offensive.
No, they don't like that word no more either.
Yeah, everything is.
But
offensive.
I know how I be using it sometimes. When they be like, girls be talking too much, and I'm like, you got it, Queen. So I get why they would like.
That sense, of course, it's like, you trying to just be funny, but I really wasn't. And they told me that, oh yeah, you're trying to like something.
You always
something. I was
do
like,
it on Twitter though.
You
are a great crazy? Twitter personality.
I don't
though.
I be chilling, bro.
I love it. You got like a rapper Twitter.
I think if people saw me like what I was doing while I was tweeting, they would be like, "Nah, we can't take this thing serious."
It's funny.
Like I be
shit.
Yeah, like I be in the crib. I can't find my other slipper. Like I'm just walking around on my phone. Like I don't be trying to bother nobody.
And they got so many opinions of your personality. That should be so funny.
People don't really know me, man.
That's fire though.
And they mad that they don't know me, and I only give them doses. Like my peoples know me, but the Twitter world, they don't really know me.
Then they think they know Rory. We think Rory more like open to the world than you.
And they have no idea how socially awkward Rory is.
The most socially awkward person ever.
Yeah, they have no idea. I'm like, what? Wait till you see this guy in person. He's not going to speak to you.
That's
no.
He's not going to say anything. Oh, y'all love Rory? Wait till he's in the room with
hilarious.
you. He won't say anything.
Nothing at all.
So yeah, Boog, more black superheroes.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations, man. We appreciate you coming through, kicking it with us while we out here in LA.
Thank y'all for having me. I'm finna try to go be in this writing. I'm not going to this writing camp.
You got to go to writing
artists.
Camp.
Get out your comfort zone. Do stuff you don't want to do, man.
Except for you.
Not living your rhymes.
Learn from me, please.
Tour? Any live shows coming up?
Wow, I just announced it today.
Announced it.
Thank you, Rory.
Did you?
I knew it. I told you he was Rory.
Books in my algorithm.
I literally woke up, showered, and came right here. I didn't see anything.
I just announced it today. Tickets gonna sell tomorrow. I don't know when it's coming out. When it's coming out? Is this out right now? Is this live? What is it?
No, this is Tuesday.
Yeah,
okay.
Next Tuesday.
We took a whole break. You thought they were just watching a blank screen?
Right, actually. I'll be just all over the place, man. Shout out to Tuesday when this come out. Shout out to my tour, too. Y'all go get some tickets and all that.
Westside, who you on tour with?
I'm bringing Grip. Shout out to Grip. He from Atlanta. He hard. Big Shady gang. Nobody say nothing crazy.
No. All love.
I'm not saying a word about somebody named Grip.
Yeah. He got it on him. I'm chilling.
That's my dog.
Shout out to Westside Boogie. Shout out to LVRN. Shout out to Shady. Super proud of you, bro. Happy you got your project out.
Thank you, man. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to y'all and y'all growth. Y'all know y'all leading the way.
Oh, man.
For niggas,
thank you, man. Appreciate it. We out here just trying to push the culture a little bit. I hate when people say that, but yeah, we're doing that.
The culture, man.
You see bullshit, y'all leading the charge.
Boogie is crazy, bro. I'm trying to
leading the way, man.
Leading the way.
Leading the way.
For who?
I do that a lot.
Behind us?
Just talking shit like, come on, you can't bullshit me.
You caught one of my default answers. That's when I be in the club.
Leading the way.
Nah,
nobody.
The other day, I was leaving
the
the restaurant, and it was like this homeless man. I gave him some money, and I was like, "All right, man, keep killing it." And I was like, "All right, yeah."
All right, you know what? No, listen, we're gonna let Boogie go. I promise you. Listen,
are you gonna go to Black's birthday party if you don't go to
there?
camp?
I'm definitely there. That's what I'm trying to.
That's a lie.
Stall time. No, I promise you, I'm going there.
Justice Black Album. When?
I don't know.
All right, fuck yeah. We was talking
Y'all
about it all last episode. We was trying to figure it out.
Check out Black new record. Umi Says. Did I say
see,
right?
that's how I know you didn't listen to Eddie music growing up.
I did. I know it's the remake. No, I just heard the original song. that day when my assistant was like, "You don't know this a remake?" And I was like, "What the fuck? This shit hard."
Anybody that didn't hear a Tupac album definitely doesn't know that Umi says it's a remake.
Who
Like,
the
I'm not
fuck-
even mad at Boogie no more. Like, he knows Ja Rule and that's it. Like,
He just dissed his mother on his album.
Oh,
that's hard.
He didn't listen to
I
Umi
like
says.
that. That's hard. Sometimes you gotta diss moms.
Therapy taught me that I
Like,
don't
Mom, your
have.
chicken wasn't that good. All right.
I thought I had daddy issues my whole life. It just up until recently I found out I have mommy issues.
Mommy issues.
Yeah.
That's
I had no
crazy
idea.
when you find that out.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes Umi does not shine the light on your world.
No, they shine a light for you to get your ass up and go
Hold
to
on,
school.
who is Umi though?
Mother.
Umi means like grandma
In Arabic.
or mom.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's tight.
Yo, listen, man, Bug, we thank you. We appreciate you coming out, kicking it with us, man. Congrats on the album.
Thank
More
you,
black
man.
superheroes in your DSPs, in your phones now.
Yes.
Boogie on tour with Grip. Check out the tour dates. Follow Bug. Very interesting. If you're not following Bug, you should be following because he's hilarious.
Good Instagram.
Love his personality. Shout out to LVR and shout out to Shady.
Gang, gang.
All love, Bug. We'll see
Karl
you soon.
Rosenberg.
See y'all soon. Y'all coming into the party tonight, right?
Yeah,
It's lit.
yeah, we definitely
Is it
gonna
gonna
go
be
party.
lit?
Yeah, it's gonna be lit. We finna get drunk. We're gonna treat it like DR again. Boats and hoes.
That was the most relationship DR trip of all time. It was no hoes. It was girlfriends.
I know. We was over.
It was mad
Well,
girlfriends.
I paid for my cell phone bill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I swear I'm trying to wrap this up for y'all. Listen, man. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for coming on this audio journey with us. Shout out to Bug once again. Proud of you, bro.
Appreciate y'all having me, man.
Peace and love. We'll talk to y'all on the next one.
Yes, sir!
No, Rory and